Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a haul for you. I have a lot of things that I want to share with you guys, some very exciting things that I've gotten in the last 2 to 3 weeks. But before I get to the haul, I did want to talk to you guys about a very special event that is happening at the Dillard's store that I work at here in Ohio. We have a Kiehls counter, and for those of you that don't know, Kiehls has awesome skincare. They've been around since 1851. I'm looking at notes that I have in front of me, just in case you guys are wondering why I keep looking down. And Kiehls specializes in highly effective, scientifically tested skincare for all ages, skin types, and skin concerns. My husband uses Kiehls. I have quite a bit of Kiehls. I love the product. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the event that they're having. Now, before I go any further, I did want to mention that I wasn't approached, I wasn't asked to make this video. I'm not being paid. I don't represent the company. I'm not a sponsor. I'm not receiving any gifts or gratis or anything like that to talk to you guys about this event. But this is such a huge honor that I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention, because this event, which is called Life Ride, they don't stop at every Kiehls location in the United States. There's very few chosen places that they stop, and this year they have chosen our Dillard store, which is a huge honor, and I just thought that it was definitely worthy of speaking to you guys about. If you're not familiar with Life Ride, and I'm going to read from this. Life Ride is an annual charity motorcycle ride to raise awareness and donations for AIDS research. It's a partnership between Kiehls and AMFAR, which is the American Foundation for AIDS Research. The president of Kiehls and the CEO of AMFAR, their friends, and a group of celebrities ride through parts of the United States for 2 weeks, stopping at Kiehls stores along the way. This year they are stopping at Great Northern Dillard's on August 7th. This is a huge deal. The celebrity guests include Ben Cohen, John Corbett, Giles Marini, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and many other celebrities. 100% of the profits from the limited edition hand salve will go to AMFAR. Dillard's will also be donating to AMFAR and to the AIDS Task Force of Greater Cleveland. Last year, Kiehls raised $150,000 for AMFAR with this event. So this is a huge deal. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today was, for those of you that love Kiehls or have been curious or interested in Kiehls, I'm going to leave information in the down bar for you. The individual that works at the counter, her name is Quay. Hi, Quay. She would be very happy to take care of you if you call to place a phone order. Also, for those of you that live in Ohio or Northeast Ohio, please feel free to come to the event. They have a motorcycle show that will be sponsored by Harley-Davidson. DJs, catering, what you can get. Let's see, you can do with pre-orders. We're going to talk about pre-orders. So you can pre-order between now and I believe it's August 7th or maybe even August 6th. You get a pre-order gift. It is a travel bag, and this is what it looks like. It comes with some deluxe samples in it. This really cute bag, and there is an ultra facial cleanser here, which I believe is good for all skin types. I believe that's what all of these products are suitable for all skin types. So you get an ultra facial cleanser, which I have used before and have very much enjoyed using. You get a Creme de Corps Original Rich Nourishing Cream. You will also receive an Ultra Facial Intense Hydration Cream. That's what that looks like. And then also the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Concentrate, which comes in the little glass. Let me take it out for you guys to show you. This is what it looks like. So you get a nice little travel bag with your pre-order. So with the event, you can meet and greet with the celebrities. You will get a gift worth $25 with any pre-order of $85 or more, plus a free face wash with $150 or more. If you order over the phone, anything over $50 will be shipped to you for free. And you can also make a donation to AMFAR at the event if you wish. So I think this is just awesome. Here's the card. That little postcards. So if you're interested, you can also go to their website, which I will put down below. If you're into motorcycles, if you would like to meet some celebrities, and you live in Ohio, please make your way up to our store for this event. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's definitely for a good cause. And with your pre-orders, you get this cute little bag with some deluxe samples in them. And then if you order the hand salve, that's a way to help support AIDS research because 100% of the profits from the limited edition hand salve are all donated to AmFAR. So I think that's pretty awesome. If you guys do give my friend Quay a call, her name is Quay, this is how it is spelled. When you do call in, let her know that Felicia sent you. I think it would be awesome to see how many people I can get to sort of like help out with this important cause, because I think it's a pretty important one. So, okay, on with the haul. So I have quite a bit of things in front of me, and I think what I'm going to do is start with the eyeshadow palettes that I have gotten. Now, if you're friends with me on Instagram, you guys have seen these already, because I pretty much post everything that I buy on my Instagram. But the one thing that I've wanted for a long time, and I don't know why I never purchased it, is probably because I'm not a big online shopper. I'm getting a little bit better, but I'm not a huge online shopper, and the only way for me to get this was to order it online. So I went ahead and got myself the Balm Nude Tude palette. It's awesome. The colors are amazing. It's super pigmented. I especially love that color there. I like the entire palette. I've seen this used in so many videos, and I always thought to myself, man, I would love to try that. But I really am the kind of person where I love to be able to like get my fingers in there and test out the pigmentation and whatnot. But with this particular palette, I wasn't able to do that, so I pretty much had to go by like reviews and other videos that I've seen here on YouTube. And so far, I'm really, really, really liking this palette. You guys will definitely see a video featuring this palette in the very near future. Another palette that I got, and this was in my Sephora order, and I just couldn't pass it up, which, by the way, I am now a VIB with Sephora. And that's part of the reason why I just decided to go ahead and order this. I got the chocolate palette from Too Faced. It is awesome. It smells amazing. All of you, I'm sure, have seen this palette already, either in person or here on YouTube, but it is new to me. This is what it looks like. Obviously, it looks like a chocolate bar, and the colors are just amazing. I've swatched quite a few of these. They're very pigmented. I didn't swatch from my palette, but I swatched when I was at Sephora. But I really, really, really am impressed with the pigmentation of the colors. So you can see they're nicely pigmented, and like I said, it smells amazing. The reason that I decided to order this online was I do go to the Sephora by my house. I have a Sephora and a JCPenney's that I'm close to, actually, in the mall that I work at, and then also a regular Sephora store at Crocker Park by the Mac store. And I don't get into that one as often as I would like, so I wasn't sure if they were going to have this gift. It was the Marc Jacobs Point Perk that I saw online, and I wasn't sure if the store had it, which is another reason why I decided to go ahead and just order this from the Sephora website. So I got that, and then I also got these, which I thought were really interesting. I got two of these for $15. They are the Kat Von D Shade Shifter eyeshadows. They're water-activated duochrome eyeshadows. They're pretty neat. This one here is called On the Road, and it kind of reminds me of Club from MAC. That's what the color looks like, and I just thought that was super interesting. And there's the color there. You can see a little bit of a sort of orangey tone to it, especially on the outside of the green. So that's very pretty. I can't wait to use that. I want to see how it looks wet, so I'm super interested to see how that looks. And then I got this one here. It is called Love Letter. I love the packaging too. This one is really pretty. I have a lot of things that I need to try out. I just kind of went a little crazy lately buying makeup. I don't know, I get on these like little kicks where I just buy, and then all of a sudden I'll just stop. Here's the other one. Very pretty. I'll swatch that for you. I really like these. So, super curious to see how these are going to look on wet. And then I picked this up just yesterday. This is the NYX Natural Shadow Palette, and I wanted to do a tutorial with this. These are what the colors look like. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen these. I haven't seen these used in a tutorial online or on YouTube. Like I said before, I do go through these stages where I don't watch anything on YouTube. Like, I will post a video and then I just shut my computer off. Like, I go through these phases. It's almost like I'm bipolar when it comes to YouTube. But I'll swatch a couple. So again, very sort of like neutral colors. I just swatched this one and these two. So very neutral, great for every day. And I think when I do I do have a tutorial that I'm working on for you guys right now. It is a cut crease for a deep set eye. If you're friends with me on Instagram, you saw my 2 pictures where I'm sort of like practicing, and I'm pretty sure that I have finally got that down. I got an overwhelming response from those of you I'm friends with on Instagram to make a tutorial, so I'm definitely going to do that for you guys. Another palette that I bought, and this is definitely something that I don't normally do. If I'm going to spend a lot of money on a palette, there better be a lot of colors in it. And this palette that I bought, it's from Lancome. It is the Jason Wu for Lancome Color Design Palette. This one is the Midnight Floral. Okay, so when I first saw this, I just looked at it and I was like, no big deal, whatever. Because anytime anything new comes out at the other counters, I just always kind of mosey on over and check it out. This is what, and the packaging on this is really cute too. I'm not a big Lancome person. As a matter of fact, this is the first Lancome product I've ever purchased. But I thought that the packaging was really cute. Now, this retails at $50, which to me is like, that's crazy. Because you only get 5 colors. And at first I was like, that's ridiculous. It's like $10 an eyeshadow, which honestly, I guess if you think about it, $10 isn't a lot. But I'm used to getting, you know, something like this for $49, or even this Nude Tude, because I bought it off of Amazon. This Nude Tude palette was $21. You get 12 colors in this for 21 bucks, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm used to getting that, you know, I'm used to getting palettes of that size for the money, not necessarily something like this. Now, because I work at Dillard's, I did get a discount, so I didn't pay $50 on this, but I just felt that it was a little bit pricey. But what caught my attention was this color here, this gold color. It's beautiful, and it's super pigmented. And believe it or not, I don't have a gold like this in my collection at all. And I had been trying to find a dupe for it, like with MAC. I couldn't find one. I went through my collection. It's just, in my opinion, just a like champagne-y gold. It's hard to explain. It's almost, you know, you'd have to see it in person, but I just think the color is gorgeous. I'm actually wearing the palette today, and I think it's very pretty. It's great for just sort of like an everyday look, or I could see how it would be very easy to sort of amp this up for evening. But this middle color is absolutely beautiful as well. And they're really pigmented. I mean, the colors are very pigmented. So if you're into Lancome and you love their palettes and you love their eyeshadows, if you can still get your hands on this, definitely check it out. Like I said, it's Jason Wu for Lancome, and the palette is called Midnight Floral. So a bit pricey, actually a lot pricey, but I think it's really pretty. And I look at things this way: if it's something that you really, really want and you can't stop thinking about it and you know you're going to use it, then go ahead and make the purchase, because what's going to end up happening is you're just going to keep buying things to find dupes for that palette, and you're going to end up spending more money than what you would have if you had originally just bought it. So that's kind of how I justify purchases like that. Oh, so let me show you guys what I got for my 1,000 points. This Marc Jacobs, and this is an awesome box. It has like the little closure here. It's magnetic. But it comes with these 2 lipstick and gloss. Very pretty. I haven't tried these out yet. I haven't had an opportunity to try them. The lip gloss is called Shooting Stars Lust for Lacquer Lip Vinyl. And that's what the color looks like. It's pretty. I definitely am not a gloss person, but, and this seems really super pigmented. Maybe just a little bit tacky. I don't know. It doesn't feel bad, but I think the color's really pretty. This will probably be something that maybe I save for fall. I don't know. And then the lipstick I think is awesome. It's got the magnetic closure on it. This color is called Cabaret. And I will swatch that for you guys. Now, I do really like that. And that is something that I would wear now. I don't know why. I feel like because the gloss is a little bit kind of like on the warm side, it's almost like a brick red. I feel like it would be really good for fall. But that one right now, I would definitely wear. That's very pretty. And it's very soft. Like I said, I haven't tried them on my lips yet. Maybe what I'll do is like, I want to do a lipstick video. And it was originally going to be like my favorite MAC lipsticks, but maybe I'll throw in a little sort of like review on this one here. Alright, so again, if you're friends with me on Instagram, you guys saw what I purchased yesterday at Ulta. Now I went into Ulta for one thing, and I'll go grab it. Okay, so I seriously went into Ulta for one thing, which was the Tree Hut Sugar Scrub. I love these. It was passion fruit and something else, and the smell was just amazing, and I really, really loved it. So I went back into Ulta to purchase that. They were out of that one, so I got the passion fruit and guava. It smells amazing. Here's the top of the... These are really cheap. They're like $7.49. It smells really good, and the sugar scrub makes my legs so entirely soft. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you guys. So if you love scrubs and things like that, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, check out the Tree Hut. Awesome scrubs. I really enjoy those. I also, okay, so that's what I went in for. And because I was on my lunch break and Ulta is super close to where I work, I had some time to kill. So, believe it or not, out of all the Real Techniques brushes that I have, I didn't have this set. So this set has the Essential Foundation brush, the Multitask brush, and the Domed Shadow brush. So I finally got those. When Real Techniques very first came out at Ulta, I don't know how long ago, it was like, what, 3 years ago or something like that. The day that these launched in Ulta, I was standing outside Ulta at 10 o'clock like a weirdo. I was the only person standing there because at that time... excuse me, unless you were on YouTube, you had no idea what Real Techniques was or even who Sam and Nick were. But I knew, and I knew when the brushes were coming out. So that day I bought 2 of the kits and then several of the individual brushes. I think I bought everything that they had in the store for myself. And then I did a review on it. And it's funny because I think I got a lot of my friends here from that video because people were trying to look up like Real Techniques and how the brushes worked. But I never picked this one up. So I'm very happy to have that one. You guys will be seeing this used in a lot of videos as well. Also, I've never bought anything from Cargo before. I've liked a lot of the palettes. Like there was a palette that came out, what was it, like 7 months ago or something, around Christmas time. And Ulta had it down to like 20 bucks and it was like a $42 palette and I missed out on that, but whatever. But they have a bunch of Cargo stuff marked down. I guess Ulta is not going to be carrying Cargo anymore, so I jumped all over this. It's a pressed powder and it retails at $32. I got it for 8 bucks. That was an awesome deal. I used it today and I really do like it. And believe it or not, I don't have a pressed powder for like my bag, so I thought this would be perfect. Comes in this nice little black case and it's just a pressed powder. Now when I put it on over my makeup, it didn't change the color of my makeup. It didn't go cakey or anything like that. It comes like this. You will need a brush with it though because it doesn't come with the little puff, which I don't like the little puffs anyway. So I was very happy to get that, and for 8 bucks I was like, why not? Because I was over looking at one of the drugstore brands. I can't remember. Maybe it was like NYX or... I don't remember, L'Oreal. And like their pressed powders were even more expensive than this. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to get that. So I got that, and then I got this really awesome color from OPI. They did a collaboration, I guess, with Pepsi. This is called Green on the Runway, and I actually have it on my nails right now. That's what the color looks like. I think it's pretty cool. The green kind of reminds me of, and for those of you that are old enough to remember when Coke came in a bottle, if you looked at the bottom of the bottle, and I was trying to explain this to my husband, but he doesn't remember, and maybe I'm crazy. Somebody tell me if you remember this, but the bottom of the Coke bottles, if you looked at them a certain way, they kind of looked green. Does anybody remember that, or am I completely insane? But anyway, I really, really like this color. They had others, but this one was my favorite. Don't mind my cuticles. My fingernails are super dry right now. I haven't done a manicure on myself in a very long time. I feel a manicure coming up. But I really like that color, so if you're into those sort of greens, definitely check that out. So that was all that I got from Ulta. And then I have a couple other things here to show you guys, and then we'll get this video wrapped up. I did pick up one thing from the Osborne collection. It's a lip gloss from Sharon Osbourne, and of course there's the phone, because this always happens to me. Okay. I did get one of the lip glosses. This one was Bijou. I really, really like this color a lot. My phone's not going to stop ringing now. Okay, so I will swatch this. Now this kind of reminds me a little bit of Ample Pink, but it is different. It's not exactly the same. Okay, so here's Ample Pink, so you guys can see that there is definitely a difference, even though if you missed out on Bijou, Ample Pink would probably suffice. So there's Ample Pink and there's Bijou. So there is a difference, but it's not huge, especially when you put them on. Ample Pink, in my opinion, is like one of the best sort of like flesh tone pinky colors if you want something for like every day. I love that color. So if you missed out on Bijou, try Ample Pink. You may like that one also. I've also been on a quest for a new concealer. I love my Pro Longwear. I've been using it for a long time, and it occurred to me the other day that that's really the only concealer that I have, and I was like, maybe I should try something else, because even though I love my Pro Longwear, sometimes it's just nice to try something different. So I went into Laura Mercier. I went into Sephora and kind of walked around to see what they had, and noticed that Laura Mercier has a new concealer. I don't know how new it is, newer, I'm not sure, but this is the High Coverage Concealer, it's a 3-in-1. This unique 3-in-1 concealer visibly covers, depuffs, and brightens under eye circles to create a fresh, awakened look. The highly pigmented formula blends flawlessly and lasts all day. Okay, so when they say highly pigmented, I am not kidding. Like, the first day, I put way too much, because I'm used to my Pro Longwear. Like, you can really put a good amount on, and it's not going to look like too much. But with this, I'm not kidding. Seriously, and I'll show you how much I use for both my eyes. This is not an exaggeration. This is how much I use for both of my eyes. It's super, super pigmented. It doesn't take a lot. Look at that. So I can seriously just put a couple dots underneath of that much on each side and still have plenty left over. But it seriously does. It depuffs, it brightens, like it is super brightening. It lasts just as long as my Pro Longwear. Matter of fact, I got a sample of the Cover FX concealer, and what I did was I put the Cover FX on one side, the Laura Mercier on the other, and immediately noticed how different my under eye area looked from one side to the other. I almost felt like the Laura Mercier on my under eye area on this side, it looked smoother, it was brighter, it didn't settle into my wrinkles. Whereas the Cover FX went on and it was nice, but it wasn't as smooth looking. And like I could definitely still see a lot of discoloration in my under eye area. Now I'm typically not a full coverage kind of person, but with my under eye area, I don't mind a fuller coverage. But if you're looking for something that will brighten, it will give you amazing amounts of coverage, this will probably last me a year. I am not kidding. It does not take much of this. Just take my word for it. Go to Sephora and check it out for yourself. But I'm very glad that I found this. I believe this was $28. $28 is not bad if you think about it in the long run. $28, and this will last me at least a year. It's like, come on, that's a no-brainer. I also used it on certain areas around my face where I felt like I needed a little extra coverage, and even though it is brightening, I could still use it in underneath my nose where I have the broken capillaries. And what I did was I pressed some in, and then I took my foundation brush and kind of like stippled over the top so that it wasn't super bright, but I got that awesome coverage. So that was definitely a good buy for me. I've gotten some new brushes, and in my other video I was talking about, and I believe that I had mentioned that there was no name for these brushes, but if you go on Amazon, you'll see them. And I believe right now, these 4 brushes are like $6.50. I paid $8 for these 4 brushes, and the whole reason that I decided to buy them was because I really wanted to try Sigma's Kabuki brushes, but I really can't be bothered with returning, especially online, because I know myself. I procrastinate. Maybe I'm a little bit on the lazy side. You know, it's like when I have free time, the last thing I want to do is be running to the post office to return something. And as stupid as that sounds, That's how I look at things. So I thought $8 for 4 brushes. If I hate them, no big deal, because it was only $8. And I'd gotten free shipping because I'd ordered some other things. So, but I have to tell you guys that I love these brushes. I haven't used these two yet. This one is a round top kabuki. This one is the tapered kabuki, and they're super soft. They're pretty awesome, actually. I really like them. They're very soft. They blend well. This one is my favorite to use with my my YSL foundation. Remember I was telling you guys how I was having issues sort of blending it out? This works beautifully with my YSL. I love it. This one's the flat top. And then I used the angled one with my Dior Air Flash. It's just, these brushes are amazing. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money on kabuki brushes, but you've always been curious about them, definitely check out Amazon. And all I did was I typed in makeup brushes, and it wasn't long before I found these. So just so that you guys can see what they look like if you decide that you want to try them out. And they have different colors, handled ones too, or the ferrule on some of them, or fairing is like gold, this one is silver. So definitely, in my opinion, worth the money. I love these brushes. I haven't touched any of the other foundation brushes in my collection because I've just been loving these so much. So give those a try if you're looking for some kabuki brushes. Also, I found this at Target the other day. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush. You guys know that I really love my Sephora airbrush concealer brush. That's what it looks like. But I wanted to find something because this guy is starting, I mean, he's seen better days. Like I said, I use it every day, but it's splaying a lot. It's just, it's seeing its day. So I was like, I need to find another brush that's similar to this because I was at Sephora the other day and like an idiot, I forgot to look to see if they have this brush still, which I will have to do very soon, I think. But I found this one at Target. It's, like I said, it's the concealer brush. That's what it looks like. I used it today with my Laura Mercier, and it just does an amazing job of blending in. A lot of times, like, I like to blend like this, and then I kind of like to stipple, and this is awesome for that. So definitely give that a look if you're looking for a more fluffy concealer brush. Love that one. And then at Target, I found these brushes. I love these brushes for putting on my cream eyeshadows. I've used the other one. It came in a pack of 2. This is what they look like. They're kind of like the Rite Aid brush that I really love, but you get 2 of these. I believe it's for like $5.49. So I love using these to apply my my paint pots and things like that. So that was definitely a good find for me. Few more things. Oh, Kiehls. Speaking of Kiehls, this is awesome, and I think that I'd mentioned this maybe on Instagram. This is the Original Musk Blend No. 1 Body Lotion. This is the only lotion I've ever used, ever, in my 41 years, or since I've been wearing body lotion, that has maintained its smell. I can put this on in the morning, and 8 hours later I can smell my arm, and it still smells amazing. It is a musky scent, so if you're not into that, this might not be for you, but for those of you that do like that scent, in my opinion, it smells clean. When I put this on and I smell my arm maybe 5 hours later, it smells like I just got out of the shower, and I love that smell. It's very fresh, very clean, very nice for summertime, and it's also super moisturizing and hydrating. My skin seriously stays very soft like all day long, and my tattoo, I've been putting it on my tattoo because it's still, it went through that phase where it was peeling a little bit, and I would just put this on and it would like help with the peeling. So definitely like that. This is $22. This will last me forever. So this could be something that you could pre-order from Quay to get your free gift and to also help with Amphar too. Another thing that I got, this clear adhesive glue. It doesn't have latex in it, and I thought that it would work for me. My eyes still got kind of yucky. What? Yeah. My eyes still reacted to this. I don't think it's the glue anymore. I think it's just lashes. And not only that, but using this, those lashes stuck to my eyelids like it was nobody's business. It actually hurt to pull the lashes off at the end of the day. So if you're looking for something that's not going to lift or move, maybe try the Ardell clear adhesive. It's supposed to be for individual lashes, but I bought it because it doesn't have latex in it. So I got the Anastasia Contour Kit. I love it. I've used it every day. I have it on today. I use these two colors here, mostly that one, and I've used the center. I like the center color because it's not as bright as the MAC CC, the Color Correct in Neutralize. That color is really bright. It's a bright yellow. I've got two toilets flushing. I got one over here and one over here. So what I do is I use my light boost underneath my eyes, and then I set it with the yellow. So this isn't as bright as the MAC Color Correct, and it's not as warm as the Ben Nye. It's in between, and in my opinion, it's perfect for highlighting. And then the contour shades are awesome. You have a warmer one, a cooler one, and then kind of like an in-between. This palette was definitely, in my opinion, worth the $40. I will be using it in my kit. I have a wedding that I'm going to be doing soon, and I'll be taking this along with me. So it's really nice because it's an all-in-one, you know, for highlighting and contouring. And when you're doing makeup on other people, you can appreciate how compact it is, and that everything that you need is in this little palette. I got this on a clearance rack at work. It was $10. I paid $7 for it, or $7.50. It is from Bare Minerals. Now this is definitely not my color. It's Golden Deep. It's for darker skin tones that have a yellow undertone. But I was thinking I could use it for like bronzing or even contouring. I've kind of been getting into that. I don't really feel like I need to contour, but I kind of like doing it. I just have to be really super careful with contouring because I can make myself look sick, as in like sort of gaunt and skeletal. But this comes with a matte foundation, which I probably won't be using, obviously, because I'm not that dark. It comes with a mineral veil, a tinted, which I could use that one, you know, to help me look a little more tanned. This one is the, oh, there's two foundations in here. Oh, one is a matte and one is the original. So I could use those both for contouring. And then this one is a concealer, which is a bit on the dark side. Probably won't use that one too much. But I also thought that I could use it like in my kit too. So I thought that was a good little deal. And it's the 6-piece starter kit. And I thought for $7.50, I mean, why not? I'll give it a try. We're kind of getting down to the wire here. And everybody is home. Everyone wants to go swimming, so I need to like wrap this up soon. A new blush from MAC. This is called New Romance. It's a new mineralized blush. It's very pretty. Now the one thing about the packaging is, if you're having trouble, I seriously like stick my fingernail in there to open it. It's kind of a pain, but I guess until, you know, you use it enough so that it's not sticking so bad. But this color is gorgeous. I love this color. It is so pretty. Wyatt, you can go ahead and go if you want to.
I did.
No, I mean you can leave if you want to. You don't have to wait. That's what the color looks like. It's very pretty. I love it. You can see it there. Great for summertime. It would be great on fairer skin tones. It has a little bit of a gold undertone to it, so even if you're tanned, you might be able to use it maybe more for a highlight, but it's a gorgeous color. I really like it. I did get something else in gratis, and now I can't remember because it's not sitting out right in front of me. I got an eyeshadow duo, which I'm not going to go look for it. And if you're friends with me on Instagram, you already saw it, but I'm probably going to use that for a giveaway because you guys never know when I'm going to do a giveaway, right? Right. Okay, and then a couple of thank yous that I feel are very necessary. Number one, to my friend Chrissy that I work with at Dillard's. She went through her makeup collection and she gave me a bunch of stuff. Again, if you're friends with me on Instagram, you guys saw the picture. She gave me a buttload of stuff, awesome stuff. She also gave me some palettes. An Urban Decay palette. This one is the, what is this palette? I don't know, but this is what it looks like. It has the slide up. It's actually wood. Those are the colors that it comes with. I've used this already and I really like it. What is the name of this palette? If anybody knows, let me know down below, because I'm sure there's a name for this. But she gave me that one. She also gave me the Urban Decay black palette. I don't think she used these. She said this one broke and she repressed it, but I really don't care about that. Not a big deal. But she gave me that. And then yesterday she gave me this. Oh, I'll probably use this in a video. It is the Coastal Scents 28 Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. And just as the name says, these are all neutral colors. So, very nice. Hopefully that was all in there because I can't see there. Very nice. I actually used one of the colors today in my crease. So I like that. She said it wasn't very pigmented, but sometimes if you're just using like crease colors, or if you're doing something sort of neutral on your lid, yeah, pigmentation is important, but when you're going neutral, it doesn't have to be so, I guess, like pigmented if you're not wanting a lot of color to show up, if that makes any sense. And then I also wanted to say a very special thank you to my friend Tracy. This is really, some of you might think this is kind of strange to want a palette this bad, but I'll tell you why I wanted it. Back before I was diagnosed, and I think I said this story, or maybe I already told you guys this story in that video I deleted, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you again. Back before I was diagnosed with leukemia, as in like 3 days before I was diagnosed, so I was diagnosed on November 11th, 2011, 11/11/11. 3 days before I was diagnosed, I was in Ulta, and I saw the Urban Decay 15-year anniversary palette, and I really wanted it, and I thought to myself, I'll just come back on Friday and pick it up. So I had somebody, one of the girls at the register, hold it for me, because I was friends with everyone there, so they were nice enough to hold things for me. So I had them hold it for me. Well, as it turns out, obviously, I didn't go to Sephora, I didn't go to Ulta on Friday. The day that I was diagnosed, I was immediately put into the hospital. So any hopes for getting this palette just like went down the drain. So for whatever reason, ever since then, I have wanted this palette and have not been able to stop thinking about this palette, because I almost felt like it was the one that got away. And that might sound really odd to some of you, but anyway, my friend Tracy was nice enough to do a swap with me. So I sent her a couple things and she sent me this palette. And I forgot how cute it is. The palette itself comes out of this, so you could use this as like a little tray for jewelry or whatever. And then here's the colors. And it's very reflective, so I'm sorry if I'm blinding anybody. But I was just so happy to finally get this, and it's like, even if I don't ever use it, which is impossible because of course I'm going to use it and have already used it, but I don't know, it was I'm kind of losing my, I don't know, like I said, it might seem kind of ridiculous to some of you, but it was just awesome to be able to get it. And it took me back to a time before I was sick, or I knew I was sick. And so anyway, just thank you, Tracy, for this. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, so thank you. But anyway, that's it. I am all done showing you guys everything. I know I had quite a bit of stuff. I actually have a few things still sitting on the floor, but they were just samples that I got from Sephora, so we'll just keep those in the box. But let me know what you think of all of the things that I showed you today. If you have any of them, let me know. If you guys ever feel like doing video responses, you know, I'm doing a haul, so show me your haul. You know, make a video response and I will definitely approve it so that everybody can share. But again, don't forget about the Kiehls Life Ride. I will have all of the information below. As a matter of fact, I'll put Quay's name up here and the phone number for the counter. So for any of you that don't live in Ohio, or for those of you that can't get Kiehls and you always have to order like online, you can always call Quay. She's very knowledgeable. She's super sweet. She will set you up with whatever you need. And like I said, if you pre-order, you get the cute little bag. But definitely check out Kiehls. Go to their website if you're just curious. My room is like 4 million degrees. Go to their website if you're just curious about the products. If you are familiar with Kiehls and you're running low on whatever it is that you have, please give Quay a call. Order from her. If you pre-order now, you will have the items shipped out to you in August. Your card won't be charged until the day of the event. So, you know, to help out AmFAR, get yourself some gifts. If you live in Ohio, definitely make your way to the event. It should be fun. So hopefully I didn't screw that up bad enough. Quay, if you're watching, let me know how I did. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for 45 minutes. I'm going to try to make this a little bit shorter. All right, anyway, talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Goodbye.